My dudes, the 1.6 special live stream was a sight for sore eyes when it comes to actual Hoyoverse content. Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Genshin and HSR are dropping the ball right now, so ZZZ is picking up the pace, and I love it. 1.6 was an amazing live stream. Would I say it's the best live stream? No. Would I say it's up there? It's pretty dang good. So today we're going to cover the version 1.6 live stream and talk about the good points, the bad points, if there were any, and what I would like to see in the future. But before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Check out GamerSupps right there. Use code TYSTRA for 10% off. That's right, 10% off of your purchase. Isn't that amazing? To get some of the best caffeine, gluten-free, keto-friendly energy drink that you could ingest right now. Fantastic flavors. I have a whole stack right here. You can't see all of them, but there's a lot of them. But let's go ahead and dive into version 1.6. So obviously we have our redemption code, but let's get into the banners. Banner number 1 is going to be Silver Soldier Anby as the brand new unit for this banner, which one of the new units of this banner. She looks amazing. Her animations are very, very cool. The outfit that she has just looks heavily in contrast with, like, you know, her previous outfit that we have as her A rank. Her skills are amazing from what it seems like, and she's going to be able to do a lot of damage. I cannot wait to get my hands on her because she is going to do a lot of damage. Now, for those who don't know, the lore behind Silver Soldier Anby is that she was in a squad with Soldier 11 as Silver Squad, and she was actually the squad leader. Unfortunately, a tragedy took place where she stepped away from the Silver Soldier program. And then, of course, during this whole event, she's going to be teaming with Trigger to find Soldier 11, as Soldier 11 has disappeared. Trigger being, you know, Soldier 11's new partner. But I digress. She looks amazing, and I can't wait to try her out. Rerun is going to be Bernice, as you see, which I was actually very surprised at. I thought that we would get Bernice in Phase 1, which is what we're getting, but I also thought that we were going to get Caesar in Phase 2, but we're going to get to that here in just a moment. That's for just a little bit later. And then we got Pulchra, who's going to be the new A rank of this version, and she will be a part of the first phase, and I'm very happy about that. I am excited for Pulchra. Again, I'm not a furry, but would. Anyways, so but yeah, I'm very excited for Pulchra. Phase 1 looks like it's going to be a very, very good set of banners in the first place. So Bernice is a really good secondary DPS or anomaly proficiency at this point. So there you have it. Phase 2, on the other hand, is going to be Trigger, which originally I said I wasn't going to summon for. I've changed my mind. Trigger looks amazing. She's got a sniper rifle, which is, you know, clear as day right there, you know. But how she uses it is pretty freaking cool, right? She could use it in melee form. She can shoot from a distance, kind of like how Billy does. So very excited to really get the hang of her. Plus, when you use her Decibel ultimate, like, she basically is an off-field DPS at that moment. You could switch to whoever else you want. Let's say you're running, you know, like Silver Soldier Anby. You could run her, and Trigger's just going to go around, zipping around, shooting shots. And it's amazing. Or you could pair her up with her counterpart, Zhu Yan. That's going to be on part of Phase 2 right now. So I'm very happy with Zhu Yan being reran. I'm surprised it took him this long, but hey, you know what? Zhu Yan's still a really, really good ether unit, so if you need an ether DPS, she's going to be right there. Obviously, we got to see new characters. I don't know what they did to this Anby for the glow up, but God, she looks gorgeous in these pictures. Trigger looking absolutely amazing. By the way, when she fires in her prone state, you could see her thigh and booty move, so gotcha, Grandpa. Perfect, Grandpa. Hey, I put Master Roshi to shame, dog. Master Roshi wishes he was shut up, Tystra. Anyways, and then we got Pulchra as well. Pulchra makes a heart with her gun little thingies, and that makes my heart melt. Just saying. All right, as we see, we got the new W engines, one for Silver Soldier Anby, one obviously for Trigger, and of course we're getting one called Box Cutter, which is going to be for Pulchra. So pretty cool on that. We got Lumberjack as a brand new enemy as part of the special what is it? Special mission HIA. So new for that. Probably going to be the mats for all three of these new characters. I don't know for certain, but I do know that that's happening. We're getting 2 brand new disk drives. I don't know why I flubbed on that, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at these really quick. The first one, Shadow Harmony. The 2-piece is the damage of aftershocks and dash attacks is increased by 15%. And on the 4-piece, upon hitting an enemy after an aftershock or dash attack, if the damage dealt aligns with the equipper's attribute, the equipper gains 1 stack of buff effect, at most once per use of a skill. For each stack, the equipper's attack increases by 4%, so you can go up to a 12%. And crit rate will go up to 12% with each stack being 4%. So, and it lasts for 15 seconds. So that's going to be a good set to put on Harumasa, and who knows what's going to come out that will probably go with that. There's going to be speculation about this one, which I'm not going to go into too many details about. I don't want to say whether or not that might be the case because, you know, I don't want to get in trouble. Daddy Hoyoverse looks at my stuff, and I don't want to get yelled at. I already get yelled at for dissing Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, guys. Like, come on. But yes, Phaethon's Melody, 2-piece set, Anomaly Proficiency plus 8%, and then the 4-piece, when any squad member uses an EX special attack, the equipper's Anomaly Proficiency increases by 45 for 8 seconds. If the character uses the EX special attack, or if the character using the EX special attack is not the equipper's ether damage is increased by 25%. So pretty cool on these sets, very unique. I'm trying to think of what Phaethon's Melody could be used on currently. Maybe like a Zhuyan combo to someone else, because I think, isn't it, if the character using the EX special attack is not the equipper's ether yeah, so it would go for someone like Zhuyan. I wouldn't put it on, well, Zhuyan is, I can't remember, I don't think she's Anomaly DPS. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've used Zhuyan. Also, don't get a mustache, guys. Like, the hair just keeps going up in your nose as you talk, and it sucks. Anyways, before I rip my mustache off, Trigger's Agent event is going to be pretty sick. Get a couple of really cool things that are going on with this. More to cover. Anby's Agent story is going to cover what we were just talking about with the Silver Soldier program. So, pretty excited for both of those. We also got main story also getting updated as well. We're going to see Lycion in this one. I love this art. It is amazing. And we're getting introduced to a couple new characters. I see this guy right here. I can't remember his name, but I get strong Persona vibes from him. Looks like a younger Lycion is going to be taking place in this one as well, followed by another new character that they spoke of. And then, of course, for the events, we got the check-in events that we always get everything, obviously, or every update. Obviously, Getcha could never. I'm going to say that every single time. And then, of course, Hollow Zero dancing on strings. So we're getting a brand new Hollow Zero. New boss that's called Geppetto. And Geppetto is going to be a little bit tough, it looks like. He looks really, really cool. There's going to be a mechanic where he kind of has these different hollow people on strings. The name escapes me, guys. But if you defeat all of them, it stuns him, but it has to be within a certain amount of time. So, yeah, make sure that you have a heavy DPS like a Miyabi or, you know, Evelyn, someone like that. Hollow Zero Shattered Edge is going to get 4 new people, which is going to be Evelyn, Astrayal, Corrin, and my girl, Jane. Fucking Doe. I am so happy that Jane Doe is going to be getting some new movements and stuff. Can't wait to see how that's going to pertain to, you know, the physics. You know what I mean. But yeah, brand new one. We get 4 new trials. Very excited for that. So during the agent story for the Trigger event, we're going to get a little aiming, what's it called? Like training type of thing where you could shoot the targets and all that stuff. Make sure that you don't hit any of the maids or anybody that comes into frame. But yeah, it's going to be like that. So that's pretty cool. And with that, we're going into another event called March on Tiny Titan, which is going to be kind of like a top-down event where you're still going to be doing, you know, your regular fighting with whichever character that you choose. But it's going to be for the top-down because you're going to have a little guy floating around shooting some lasers and stuff that you can upgrade through the event. And what's really cool about this is that you actually get Pulchra for free from this event. That's a giant win for people who may somehow, some way say they do not want to summon on Anby or Trigger. So very cool that they're doing that. I love free characters, and this event looks like it could be a little bit of fun. I like the change of perspective, being from the sky down. I think that's kind of cool. So that's just me, though. We got Little Knight's Big Charge, which is going to be a picture event. Kind of whatever to me. I thought that was kind of the low part. Except for the fact that this dude's belly button looks like an anus. Yes, I'm immature. I don't care. Virtual World Battlestorm. I think Virtual World has been an event before, but you're going to go through and try and get S ranks of each of the HIA challenges. So, very standard event. Delivery Cat Woes, we're going to be getting a Pulchra event. So, Pulchra's getting a lot of love in this update. I know that a lot of people put the spotlight on Anby and Trigger, but Pulchra is getting a lot of love when it comes to the events in some way, shape, or form. So, very excited to see that. Double up events like Advanced Bounty Routine Cleanup and Data Combat or Data Bounty Combat Simulation. They're coming back like always. So, hell yeah. And then, of course, we get into the new adjustments. So, Silver Soldier Anby will share trust with Anby, so you don't have to refarm the trust for Anby, it looks like. So, if you've already pulled it, or if you've already gotten Anby's trust events done, you're golden. So, I'm pretty excited for that. I don't have to worry about it. But we are getting Soldier 11's dynamic wallpaper. I have been begging for this since I had Soldier 11 done. Soldier 11 was my first S rank, to be honest. I lost the 50-50 on Ellen. I got Soldier 11. I wasn't very happy, but I did it. I got all of her stuff done, and I was waiting for the dynamic wallpaper for her, and I got stuck on tier 3. So, once that releases, my Soldier 11's ready to go. And tell me in the comments down below if yours is as well. But yes, so we are getting dynamic wallpapers for Soldier 11, Anby, Trigger, and of course, Pulchra. So 4 new ones. New exclusive gears for 4 characters in Hollow Zero. We already talked about this with Evelyn, Astra Yao, Jane, Doe, and Corrin. We're getting a burnout mode for the current S rank agent in Banner. So that's pretty sick. I don't know how that works. But, yeah, we're getting this little thing. It's the Notorious Hunt for the, Arbitrating. Or, sorry. I just realized what I was talking about. So, burnout mode. My apologies, y'all. I had a lapse of judgment. Basically, what it is that you're going into the Notorious Hunt, and instead of, like, going in and then having to come out and do it again, you can go into burnout mode, which basically doubles the drops for twice as many attempts. So there you go. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. W Engine disk drive interface update. It's going to be basically, it's not going to take you out of the W Engine upgrades thing every time you level up. So thank God that they changed that, because I was getting a little frustrated. And then, of course, a special training update. You could actually look at the percentage of the stuff that you are on. So, like, if you need 80% more stuff, it's going to show that you're at a 20% progress for a certain item. So, very cool on that. And then we got a notice of the trailers that are going to be coming out. We're getting one for Anby, and of course, we're getting one for Pulchra, which already looks really good. So, very excited for that. A lot of great things coming to ZZZ in 1.6. My biggest things for this one are the characters look nice, or not just nice, very good. The animations are very good. The events seem like they're going to keep your interest. And yeah, they're just hitting on all fronts. I don't think ZZZ has had a mispatch, right? There's some that have just been like, oh, that's great, but it's not as good as this one. But I think that overall, with all the live streams that we had and all the updates that we had for ZZZ, I truly think that ZZZ is doing a fantastic job comparatively to its counterparts. Hopefully, we see some good stuff when it comes to Genshin and Honkai as the weeks go by. We're in the first set of banners for Honkai Star Rail with Tribi, and then for Genshin Impact, we're just about to get into Furina and Risley. So probably not this week, but the following week, we'll get a live stream for Genshin. So I'm hoping that somehow the winds of change happen. But to be honest with you, just like my counterparts like Teki, Glaive, Ryuku Sensei, everybody that's played Genshin, I just don't see everything turning around. And I think ZZZ is the way to go. ZZZ for life. Love it. Anyways, y'all, that's going to be it for me today. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're most excited for in version 1.6. And as always, we will catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.